Hey folks, Wally DM here, and today we're going to take a look at some holiday one-shot ideas that you could run in your game. Now these are ideas that were submitted by you, the subscriber, and by members of the Wally DM Discord. Now this is my second video featuring holiday one-shot ideas. The original was launched in December 2020, and there's been a ton of views on it, so I figured we'd do another one. So I've got a lot of great ideas to talk about, so let's jump right in. Our first idea for a holiday one-shot adventure is submitted by fellow YouTuber Rivers RPG, who writes, "The party gets hired as security for a small caravan in the dead of a stormy winter. The caravan is one sleigh pulled by some reindeer. The characters can get other reindeer to ride too. The mission is to get to a southern city and deliver the goods. The party is to make sure it arrives on time. The opposition is a band of frost giants trying to steal the shipment. The shipment turns out to be food and toys for an orphanage, and if the party succeeds, then the orphans will cheer them on. If not, then..." So I think this idea would play well to a group that enjoys a lot of combat. We could have some of the combat in the air as the characters could get reindeer that fly, or we could have the final battle be on an ice pond as they near the town. What I think would probably be the most fun is after the battle is over and all of the toys are starting to be distributed, perhaps there is a belt of frost giant strength inside, or some other frost giant themed magic items. If you have an idea for that, be sure to leave a comment below. Our next holiday one-shot idea was submitted by IB Cirques from the Wally DM Discord, who writes, "The Nightmare Before Christmas. You've been hired to venture into unknown territory to rescue Santa Claus from a terrible skeleton known as Jack. While you haven't been given much information, you do know tales of the terrible triplets and the Oogie Boogie monster. Can you rescue Santa, and along with it, Christmas?" Now I'm sure some of you have already figured out that this idea is based on Tim Burton's 1993 movie, A Nightmare Before Christmas. In this movie, Jack Skellington plays the protagonist, and Oogie Boogie is a burlap sack full of insects and plays the villain. Now, if we were to use this idea as written, we had Santa needing to be rescued as he was taken captive by Jack. But I think the twist that I would put on it is by the time the adventurers catch up with Jack and Santa, they're going to find that the two are working together. Jack didn't kidnap Santa, Santa and Jack are working together, and then we can go from there and see what's up with Oogie Boogie and all of those things. I don't know. I'm a little bit lost on this one, but that's okay because there's two other sources that you can check out to get some more ideas. You can check out the movie Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, but I've also been told that Critical Role did an episode or a Christmas one-shot featuring Oogie Boogie and Jack and a few other things. Now I'm not sure where that Critical Role episode may be out there in internet land, but if you're find it and able to locate it, I'm sure it could provide some great ideas. Our next holiday one-shot idea is by Sylvia from the Wally DM Discord, who writes, "Have the final boss for the Christmas campaign be a bardic lich named Mariah, who comes back from the dead every holiday season because her soul is bound to a song, and every time it gets played, her strength grows. All I want for Christmas..." Stop it! Okay, so if you haven't figured it out yet, this is based on Mariah Carey's song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And this song is played all the time through the holiday season. In fact, it's made its way up to a few of the most annoying Christmas songs of all time, which I think is why Mariah Carey is now a lich, a bardic lich. I bet she was probably a glamour bard at one time, but now she comes back because everyone is singing this song through the holidays. So in this one-shot idea, I could see folks, maybe they're getting charmed. Maybe there's a few followers of Mariah and they are able to charm. Maybe they're glamour bards as well and they do their song, and then some of the townsfolk start to pick up on that song and it gets stuck in their head. They're singing it going down the street. Maybe they're... And this song is just everywhere. So I could see the final boss battle with Mariah the Lich taking place in the town square, and there's all of these citizens and town folks that are singing the song, or maybe the followers of Mariah are singing this song. And so I would make sure as a DM that the players have access to the command spell and to the silence spell. So in order to weaken the Lich, they're going to need to cast command to tell them to stop, or they're going to need to put silence out in the crowd, and when they do that, finally Mariah is defeated and she goes back to wherever it is she came from. Our next holiday one-shot idea was submitted by the Ace Man, who's one of our moderators over on the Wally DM Discord. And the Ace Man writes, Operation Naughty to Nice. The party hasn't been too nice this year and found out that they ended up on Santa's naughty list. They have to make their way to the North Pole to fix it. Fixing may include doing good for Santa or breaking in and removing their names and putting it on the nice list. Will your party be naughty or nice? So this is an intriguing idea that's going to be dependent on your players. As the Game Master or Dungeon Master, you probably already know which route they're going to take. Are they going to take the route where they help Santa? Maybe that's constructing toys or helping clean up, or maybe doing deliveries or things of that nature. Or are they going to take the easy way and sneak into Santa's study and maybe find the naughty or nice list, fix it, and be on their way? I'd be really interested if your players would continue to do good or if they would try to cheat the system. Be sure to leave a comment below. So our final idea was submitted by Colin, a Patreon supporter of the channel. And Colin writes, Nog-ty or nice. Someone diabolical has poisoned the village supply of eggnog. Almost everyone is sick. You are sent out to investigate what happened and put together the ingredients of a cure. But can you save the village before the evil scheme fully destroys the holidays? So I'm going to take this in a little bit of a different direction. I'm going to have one of the children in the town be upset that they didn't get what they wanted for Christmas. So they're going to borrow their friend's wand of bubbles and they're going to poison the entire batch of eggnog. Putting a little bit of bubbles in there just spoils the whole batch. Now, of course, the characters are going to have to try to find a cure for this as well, as everyone's sick. So maybe they team up with the alchemist and they're able to put some things together, but they just can't get that last little piece right. So they have to try a bunch of different batches. And what I would do is I would probably go online and find a D100 chart of random potion effects. And as they go through and test a few, maybe some really strange things happen. But in the end, maybe the ingredient that they need is just a holiday cheer. So if they figure out that they put together a different batch of eggnog and they combine it with some Christmas carols or some holiday cheer or a salute or something like that, and everyone gets together and does that, then they're all going to be just fine. Perhaps they all sing a song together. All I want for Christmas is... Thank you everyone who submitted your ideas. I really enjoyed reading through all of them, and I hope you enjoyed all of these holiday ideas presented on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Happy holidays, and on to the next.